There is a kind of woman who walks into a room and the whole energy shifts. She is not the youngest woman there, she is not the loudest, but every head turns, every eye follows, and she is not trying to make that happen. She is simply being, fully, unapologetically, beautifully herself. That woman is over 50, and she has figured out something that most of the world is still sleeping on. Black women over 50 are not slowing down. We are not shrinking. We are not fading into the background of someone else's story. We are in full bloom, rich melanin glowing, silver strands gleaming like crowns, confidence earned through decades of living, style sharper and more intentional than it has ever been. And if anything, we are just getting started. So if you woke up this morning feeling like your best days are behind you, I need you to lean in and really hear me. Your best days are not behind you. They are the ones you are living right now, and how you choose to begin each morning has everything to do with how powerfully and gracefully you move through them. Today, we are talking about a 5-minute morning routine, not a complicated wellness ritual, not an hour of meditation or a 2-hour spa morning. 5 intentional minutes that the most joyful, most grounded, most radiant women over 50 are doing every single day without fail. Stay with me all the way through because at the end, I am going to share the one morning mistake that quietly drains your energy before your day has even truly begun, and the simple shift that changes everything. Before we go any further, if this channel speaks to your soul, if you have been looking for a space where women over 50 are truly celebrated, styled, and seen in all their glory, please subscribe and tap that bell. You belong here, and there are more sisters just like you who still need to find their way to this table. Why your morning matters now more than ever. When you were in your 30s and 40s, your mornings had built-in structure. Children to get ready, a job pulling you forward, a schedule that handed you momentum before your feet even hit the floor. You did not have to create the direction because life created it for you. But something shifts as we move through our 50s and beyond. When the children leave, when you retire or transition, when the external demands begin to soften, suddenly your mornings feel wide open. And that openness is genuinely one of the most beautiful gifts this season of life brings. But without intention, those open mornings can quietly slide into habits that leave you feeling scattered, reactive, or strangely empty before noon. Here is what the research tells us. The first 30 minutes after you wake up significantly influence your emotional regulation, your stress levels, and even your decision-making for the rest of the day. When you begin the morning reactive, scrolling your phone, absorbing everyone else's noise before you have even grounded yourself, you set a tone of anxiety and urgency that colors everything that follows. It is hard to shake once it's set. But when you begin with just 5 intentional minutes, you anchor yourself. You send a clear message to your body and your spirit that this day begins with you. Deliberately, with grace, with the full awareness that you are worth it. There is also something deeply physical happening that deserves our attention. When you wake up, your body experiences a natural rise in cortisol, the hormone that helps you become alert. That's normal and healthy, but when chronic stress causes that cortisol to stay elevated day after day, it wears on your cardiovascular system. The 5-minute morning routine. Minute 1. Hydrate. Before your feet touch the floor, before coffee, before you check a single message, drink a full glass of water, 8 ounces, room temperature or slightly warm, with a squeeze of lemon if you enjoy it. Here is why this matters so much. Overnight, your body loses fluid. You have gone 7 or 8 hours without a single drop, and that mild dehydration shows up immediately in your energy, your mental clarity, your digestion, and your skin. Research from Harvard Medical School confirms that even mild dehydration impairs cognitive function, and that effect becomes more pronounced with age. For melanin-rich skin specifically, dehydration is one of the fastest ways to dull that natural glow. The luminosity that women over 50 who look absolutely incredible seem to carry from within. So much of it comes down to how consistently hydrated their cells are. Hydration supports detoxification. It supports cellular renewal. It keeps the complexion plump, supple, and alive. So tonight, place a glass of water on your nightstand and tomorrow morning drink it before anything else. Slowly, intentionally. That single act tells your body, today we begin with care. Minute 2. Breathe. Sit on the edge of your bed or settle into a comfortable chair. Place both feet flat on the floor and feel the ground beneath you. Then close your eyes and take 5 slow, deep breaths. Inhale through your nose for a count of 4. Hold gently for just a moment. Then exhale through your mouth for a count of 6. 5 times. That is your entire minute. What those 5 breaths do inside your body is remarkable. Deep, intentional breathing activates your parasympathetic nervous system, the system responsible for calm, for restoration, for genuine presence. It lowers cortisol. It slows your heart rate. It pulls you fully into the present moment and out of the reactive survival state that stress and disrupted sleep can trigger overnight. For Black women, this minute carries extra weight. We carry a stress burden that most people never fully see or acknowledge. The invisible labor of navigating spaces and systems that were not always designed with us in mind lives in our nervous systems. This 1 minute of deliberate breathing is not a small thing. It is a declaration. You will not begin this day already depleted. You will begin it rooted, present, and fully yourself. Minute 3. Move. Before you say anything about stiff knees or not being a morning person, hear me out. This is not exercise. This is a gentle hello to your body, a soft awakening of joints and muscles that have been resting all night. Standing or seated, reach both arms overhead and lean slowly to the left, then to the right. Roll your shoulders forward 3 times, then backward 3 times. Twist your torso gently side to side and let your arms swing naturally. Circle your wrists and ankles a few times each direction. 60 seconds, that is all. Gentle morning movement lubricates your joints, increases circulation throughout the body, and noticeably reduces the stiffness that many women over 50 wake up with. It also sends a powerful message to your nervous system that you are capable, mobile, and present. And here is something I truly believe. A woman who moves with ease and intention carries herself differently. That elegance you see in certain women, the way they hold their posture, the confidence in their stride, the grace with which they enter a room, that is not accidental. It is the result of a body that has been cared for, consistently, lovingly, one gentle morning at a time. I want to stop here for a second. Of these 3 practices so far, hydrating, breathing, and moving, which one feels most natural to begin with tomorrow morning? Tell me in the comments. I read every single one. Minute 4. Intention and gratitude. This is the minute that lives at the heart of everything, and it is the one women who practice this routine consistently say transformed them the most. You choose one guiding intention for your day. Keep it simple and true. Today, I choose peace. I will be kind to myself. I will move at my own pace. Say it aloud and let it land in your chest. You are not performing positivity. You are choosing direction. You are stepping into your day as its author rather than its passenger. Then name 3 things you are genuinely grateful for, not the grand, obvious ones, the small, quiet ones. I am grateful for this body that carried me through another night. I am grateful for morning light on the wall. I am grateful for the coffee that is waiting. Those small acknowledgments train your mind to notice what is good, what is still here, what is still yours. The American Psychological Association links daily gratitude practice to improved mood, better sleep quality, and stronger immune function. But for us, it goes far beyond the clinical findings. When you have spent decades in a world that told you that Black women over 50 are past their prime, that our beauty has an expiration date, that we should step aside and make room for the young, choosing every morning to name what is beautiful in your life is quietly, powerfully revolutionary. It is self-love as a daily practice. And that kind of love changes everything about how you move through the world. Minute 5. Light and air. Walk to the nearest window. Open your curtains or blinds and let natural light pour in. If it is safe and possible, open the window just a crack and let fresh air touch your face. Then take 10 seconds, just 10, to look outside. The sky, the trees, the light shifting, the world still turning and still beautiful and still yours to be part of. Morning light exposure within the first hour of waking helps regulate your circadian rhythm, the internal clock that controls your energy levels, your hormone production, and the quality of your sleep at night. The National Institute on Aging confirms that consistent morning light improves mood and supports the deeper, more restorative sleep that so many women over 50 struggle to maintain as hormonal shifts change their sleep patterns. Fresh air lowers blood pressure naturally. It boosts immune function. It increases energy without caffeine. Even cracking a window brings real benefits when stepping outside is not an option. If you are a woman of faith, this is a natural moment for a quiet prayer, a word of thanks, a breath of surrender. Stand at the window, take one more deep breath, and say quietly to yourself, "I am here. I am ready." That closes the loop. You have hydrated your body, centered your nervous system, moved your joints, set your intention, and opened yourself to the day. You are grounded. You are present. You are ready. The mistake that quietly drains everything. Here is the bonus I promised you, the one mistake I see women making every single morning, often without even realizing it. Reaching for the phone first. I understand, the phone is right there. Maybe you use it as an alarm. Maybe you want to check in on family. Maybe it is pure habit and you barely notice you're doing it. But when you let the world's noise flood in before you have even grounded yourself, you begin the day reactive, anxious, already behind, already responding to everyone else before you have checked in with yourself for even 1 minute. And that tone, once set, is genuinely difficult to shake. The shift is beautifully simple. Keep your phone across the room. Give yourself these 5 minutes first. The messages will be there, the news will keep, your family will be fine, but this quiet, this grounding, this intentional beginning, it will not come back once the morning is gone. Women who have made this one change describe their mornings as feeling lighter, calmer, and more fully theirs. Not because the phone is the enemy, but because what these 5 minutes become when you actually protect them is something they did not expect. They become the favorite part of the day. The full routine at a glance. 1. A full glass of water before anything else. 2. 5 deep grounding breaths with your feet on the floor. 3. 60 seconds of gentle movement, seated or standing. 4. 1 intention and 3 things you are grateful for. 5. Open the curtains, let in the light, breathe the air, and greet the day. 5 minutes. No equipment, no special fitness level, no cheerfulness before coffee. Just 5 minutes that say out loud and on purpose, I matter. This day matters, and I am choosing how it begins. I want to speak directly to the women watching this who have spent a lifetime beginning their days for everyone else. You poured into your children. You showed up for your partners. You held communities together. You gave from the deepest parts of yourself, beautifully and without complaint. But sis, it is your turn. A woman who is grounded, rested, and rooted in herself gives from overflow, not from depletion. The people you love, the life you are still building, all of it is better when you come to it full. These 5 minutes are not selfish, they are foundational. So tomorrow morning, try it, just once. See what shifts. Notice how the day feels when you have set its tone rather than inherited one. And then come back here and tell me what you experienced. Drop it in the comments. This community is built on that kind of honest, generous exchange. If this resonated with you, share it with a sister who needs it. Sometimes the most powerful thing we can do for another woman is say, I found something that helped me and I thought of you. Subscribe if you haven't already. This channel was created for you, for the woman who understands that 50 and beyond is not the closing chapter, it is the one where everything you have lived, everything you have learned, everything you have become finally steps fully and unapologetically into the light. You are still here. You are still becoming. You are still, in every way that matters, absolutely stunning. I'll see you next time.